You know what time it is. What's up, T people? It's your boy, 501. We are at it today. Split this cake with James, and well, we'll get into it, but suffice to say that fairly pleased with the outcome. Hope the audio is okay. Sorry everybody about the using different setups and stuff and not getting the audio gates and all this different OBS settings and stuff correct. My bad. Hopefully it sounds a little better today. I did decide to create two different sort of setting presets so I can at least switch to this one fairly consistently. Hopefully it sounds okay. Hopefully it's not too quiet, not too loud. Hopefully my voice is not clipping. Tried to get it set up correctly. Hopefully these aren't clanking too hard. We'll see. I'm gonna give this one rinse today because it's mostly just loose leaf. Not too many chunks in there. And again here on the nose. So very 502-esque. But to me, less barbecue and softer. Sweet. I don't think that you guys can hear my wild beast upstairs being a little marauder. Clean. So shout out Andrew from Liquid Proust, liquidproust.com. Andrew brought this one in, and okay, sweet. I don't think you guys can hear that, which is great. My kid is having a talking up a storm. I think you probably can hear that though. The bassy footsteps of life happening upstairs. Really beautiful incense. Again, clean. Sandalwood, cinnamon, brown sugar, light wood, soft hay notes. Really a treat. Fairly dark complexion. And Andrew was selling this for 150 bucks, which I bought the 502 from Teas We Like for 350. So not a cheap tea. And the price difference for the 501 versus the 502 is certainly appreciated. Clean. It smells. It's gonna sound weird. There's kind of like a clean pool smell to that I like. It's nice. It's not chemically. It's just like a clean surface. Here we go. Cheers. So nice. Currants. It's the sourness, not as sour though. Not as burly. You know, the 502 is going to be better for aging. It's a spectacular tea. It is a premium tea. It is worth the value if you can get it. I think Andrew is trying to stock the 502 for a more reasonable price than Teas We Like. Reasonable is the wrong way to put it. A lower price. Both are reasonable. Shout out again to Andrew for helping the tea community. Go to liquidproust.com and get some samples and stuff from Andrew. Everything that I get from him pretty much is awesome. And if it's not something that I prefer, it's still interesting to try. Always kind of certainly an interesting curator of teas. I like Andrew's taste overall. And the things that he provides us in the tea community in the West is really just remarkable. So again, shout out to you, dude. Yeah, incense, sandalwood, really hints of retired smoke. I don't get as much barbecue on this. The 502 has this kind of barbecue chip thing going on. It's really remarkable and nice. Come on. A little bit of green, but overall really pretty mature dark leaves. Brewing this with 5 grams, 50 milliliters. And this tea is still strong enough, even with this parameter, that I think you could go lower. Well, definitely go lower. I think that this could be a tea that you could lower your average steeping parameters by 5% and have it perform even a little better. Here, let's get this shot of the cup in there. So we're not a deep red, but raisins, that kind of currant raisin thing, but kind of more currant. The currant thing for me is a little bit more like an earthier raisin flavor, like almost gamier. Strange way to put it, but kind of a peatiness to this that's really nice, but not in a funky way at all. Such a pleasure doing this. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves today, having a great day. I really just enjoy making these, you know, like looking at the tea, having tea, thinking about the tea. It's really nice. So thanks for tuning in, following along. Cheers, everybody. Strong. This is a 10 out of 10 strength tea for in absolute, but relative to the 502, it's a 9 out of 10. The 502 is like an 11. Yeah, that one goes to 11 for sure. Nice strong bitterness. Now the sourness on this tea is a little bit lighter, and maybe there's a bit more minerals. It might be existing in the 502. We might find that later on as it starts to mature even more, or rather starts to mature as it matures even more. But this one, it has a little bit less oomph and power. It's a little bit softer. Again, this is relatively speaking, so it's still a strong oolong tea, but nevertheless, the 502, yeah, just has a bit more punch on it. It's a bit less, a bit more sour, and this one has just a little bit less oomph. But frankly, for a tea right now to drink, it's kind of perfect. I think the 501 is absolutely perfect today, and which is kind of convenient for the price, right? So see if you can track down a cake or two. I think that the value on this is really, really, really worth it personally, for what you're getting. This tea didn't start as a reaching for speed test tea for me, the 502, mostly because it's such a unique profile, but I've really grown to love it. And I, with this, more reasonable price point for these sessions, I've been drinking this one quite a bit. I've had this as my third session, I think, third session since I've gotten it. You can check the tea app on that to check. Man, really nice. And F it. Check my sessions on the tea app right now. In general, is this going to be flipped? Let's see if I can show everybody in here. Kind of fun. Why not? We're doing it. My sessions. Scroll to raw puer. I'm getting text from the fam. Double lion. 8.8 out of 6 sessions here. So this is going to be my third session overall. Incense, brown sugar, light wood, dark wood, loam, peat, tobacco leaf, retired smoke, barbecue. Yeah, sounds right. So you can see my rankings here for this one. Man, so satisfying to have done this. And yeah, these are all about right. Maybe the 7, not quite a 7 on sweetness for me today. It's a pretty strong tea. Tasting a bit sharper today. Apologies for getting the shot just right, but you know how it is. We want to show the color off to everybody. If you want to join the community and record your own sessions, feel free to subscribe, or rather sign up, my.tdb.org. Of course, it's free. Love to have you. The echelon of drinker on the site is pretty remarkable. I have yet to open it up for search engines to crawl it, and I'm not sure I'm ever going to. I like that it's a small user base. I like that it's a tight-knit community, and I love that I trust the ratings of the teas on the site. So I'm not trying to be competing with any other website. It's not about search results or making money. I want the tea data from the other users on the site to be really relevant. So I hope it grows organically, but at least for now, I have no plans on opening it up to Google. But if we did, I think eventually it would be probably a lot more users, but more to manage. And I don't know if it would be better data. Honestly, I think it would harm the integrity of the data. I think that the true nerds are already pretty much on the site, and I really trust the TDB viewers and their opinions. I think you guys are so much more knowledgeable than I am, and it's just a real treat to learn from you. So cheers to encouraging each other and learning together. Cheers. Getting to the darker wood now. Maybe kind of dark oak. So nice. Oh, really dynamic tea. Even the 501 here really brings you to a punchy sour wood pulp, down to sweetness, up to sweetness, down to bitterness, lasting perfumey Huigon comes and goes. Just really a lovely tea. Strong bitterness today, the way that I'm brewing it. And I'm not going to push this next steeping for myself here. In fact, I think I'm going to cut it, honestly, at this point. Andrew, thanks again, dude. Seriously. Just a real treat to be drinking this tea, enjoying it. I don't know if this tea is in stock right now, but go to liquidproust.com and see if you can get yourself a sample. Get onto Discord. See if anyone else has some of this tea to share, because it is so nice. 502 is great as well, but this 501, I think for the price point, it's a value tea. I think the 502 is actually fairly reasonably priced for how good it is and how much time it still has to enjoy aging. This 501 right now is a really good price, really good bang for your buck, I think, for what you're getting. It's so lovely. Thanks for tuning in. Feeling very zen, feeling very relaxed, but with lots of strong presence in the mouth. I'm feeling the base of this character of this tea really in a wonderful way. So really enjoying this one today. As a bit of an announcement, also, my posting frequency is going to go down. I'm gearing up to, we're kind of in the final stretch here before baby number 2 drops. Speaking of which, so I should get going here. It's my phone call. And I'm excited. I'm feeling much more ready than the first time around, but I know I'm going to have a lot less free time to be doing these. So I think that the frequency I'm going for is going to just be 1 episode a week for the rest of the year. And I don't know when I'm going to be posting this. This might be part of that 1 episode a week. I don't know. Certainly not slowing down on the tea consumption, though. Plenty more to be drinking. So I'm going to keep on cranking, but I'm not pressuring myself to get a bunch of backlog going. 150 episodes this year, quite a feat. I'm really proud of that, and excited to be able to share so much tea with everybody. Hopefully it's been fun for you all to be watching along however you have. Of course, the normal show is recorded out through, I think, almost at the end of the year, so definitely all set there. So you're going to be able to make sure to see James and I filming together on Tuesdays. James is doing 2 in-between episodes a week as well, Thursdays and Saturdays. So check those out. Those are always really informative. I learned the most about tea from James at this point still. It's awesome. So shout out to James. Thanks for drinking along with me, everybody. Subscribe if you've not. And until next time, peace.